All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Monday at 10 a.m. with the Winner Circle. We've already got a really good group on. Thank you for being on. We have some special guests with us today. We have Sophia, who's your onboarding specialist. That's my phone that's making all that noise, so forgive me. She is your onboarding specialist for the Brent Gove organization. We also have Michael Senna. He's down in Southern California, and he's going to be talking about virtual offices in the world. And this is really, really important. But before we get started, I wanted to share just a couple of announcements. And Chris, are you ready for this? He is. We're going to be talking about our regional rally that's coming up on April 23rd, Tuesday in Ontario. And please go in and get your tickets. I believe it's $49. And we're trying to get a really good group of us that mostly live down in Southern California. And we're going to attend. It's a one-day deal. So it's in and out. I'm going to be flying in the morning, flying back in the evening. And I'm just looking forward to seeing you, all of you there. It's going to be really good. This is an EXP sponsored event. Also, we have on the 22nd, Nate Butcher is going to be speaking in North Texas. Look at that. Chris, thank you for the slides. Our Nate is going to be on stage with Glenn Sanford and Michael Valdez and Elizabeth Riley. In case you don't know who Elizabeth Riley is, she's the one that sponsored Gene Frederick into the EXP business. You don't think her rev share is a pretty big deal? I think it is. So this is really exciting. 2 events. For those of you closer to Texas, I would encourage you to go there. And for those of you in Southern California, I look forward to seeing you guys there for $49 for all day. Okay, so are you guys ready to rock and roll?
Do it.
All right, our first speaker today is Sophia, forgive me,
Satariano.
Satariano. I've known Sophia for, gosh, probably 5-6 years, and every time I see her, she always has a big smile and a big hug. But this is very important for you guys, because for those of you who are building a team and you struggle to do everything and you need to onboard people, you don't have to onboard anymore. This is your gal, Sophia. She works for the Brent Gove organization, which you are all in. And for those of you in the Brent Gove organization, Sophia is your gal. She has an awesome team behind her, because as you can see, you know, Brent's over what, 19,000 people?
Over, I think.
Yeah. And you got to remember, for those building the business, it's only about 5%. So Sophia is at your beck and call. So Sophia, I'm just going to let you run for about 10-15 minutes. And then we'll go from there.
Awesome. Okay, sweet. Well, hello, everybody. I'm Sophia Satariano. Like Frank said, I am the Brent Gove onboarding manager. I've been in this role with Brent for about going on 6 years now. Prior to that, I worked with Keller Williams for about 3.5 years. So I've been working with the relationship and the transitioning of agents for quite a while. I am not an agent myself. It's just not personally my passion, but I love to connect with other agents. I love to get people into the tools, into the resources. So that's kind of why I'm in place. We are here, my team and I, my assistant is Kahea. We are here to make sure that 1, the agent is happy, and also 2, that EXP is doing what they said they're going to do, but in a timely manner. So that's where my role comes into play. We're talking to corporate, we're talking to growth, we're getting exceptions done. And then once all that's done, we are here to actually transition and meet with your agents one-on-one. That way you guys can talk to them more so about like the business side of things and what you guys are going to do for production and things like that. Whereas we're going to get nitty gritty with them. We connect with them 2 to 3 times, and we do Zoom calls. We do one-on-ones. We do that on purpose. That's what separates us from other onboarding teams, is we actually do a one-on-one. And that way the agent feels that it is just them and us, and we are here to help them log into all their tools. As everybody here knows, we are all cloud-based. And so with that, when you onboard, we have a handful of emails rolling at them. And then we have different platforms and different systems. So that's where we come into play to kind of make it a little bit easier and to where they're not doing it by themselves. With that being said, not everybody may need our services. We have some self-sufficient agents that are like in it, they're logged in, they're in their tools. That's perfect. Those meetings maybe take about 15, 20 minutes of our time. For our agents who are kind of like, whoa, this is a lot, that meeting is about an hour, our first initial meeting. The follow-up meeting is about 20 to 30 minutes, and then followed by like a phone call, which is about a 5-10 minute phone call. So that's kind of like the layout of what we do. And if I'm able, Chris, is that your name? Yes, Chris, can I share my screen? Can you give me host permission?
You have the floor.
All right, here we go. Let's see here. 1 second. Oh, yes. Okay, good. All right. Can you guys see my screen okay?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So with us being in place, our goal is to get the agent onboarded. Our goal is not to close your agent. So if you are in discussion with an agent and they are still trying to be closed, we can help guide you to who it may need to be, whether that's like somebody from growth or if we need to get you on a 3-way call. But we really want to emphasize our role is when the agent comes to us, they are ready to onboard. Okay, so I just want to make that very clear. We are not here to close your agent. We are here to onboard your agent. We run Brent's onboarding, so we are very busy. We just don't have time to try to close people, nor do we have time to do applications with everybody. So we do ask that you do your ICA with your agent, which is or the Join app. It might be called the Join app. We do ask that you do that first, and then you text us and reach out to us or email us. Then we can actually do what we need to do and get the agent moving on. So this first screen, this is just kind of like our checklist. People ask me for this all the time. Like, do you have a checklist? Yes, we do. We will email it to you. We have all the links, whether it's realty, commercial, referral, or if they're interested in luxury, we have the links there for you. Okay. Moving down, we had teams and brokerages. Those are different types of calls. And with that being said, knowing the incentive programs, the Boost, Accelerate, and Thrive, this is also in our checklist. I can send it to Chris so he can send it out to everybody. But knowing this information is going to be vital, especially if it's a team or a brokerage. Okay, so that's all here for you. For Brent, we handle mostly California. So after your agent is onboarded, their application is done, they've initiated on DRE, which will help them with if they need it. We do let them know about the MLS transfer. If you're my northern agent, I do it on their behalf because I have access to it. If you're in Southern California or farther, I do not have access to those MLS agent change forms. So we just kind of have that discussion with the agent, making sure that they're aware of it if they're a transferring agent. If they are a newly licensed agent and new to the system, we talk to them about the association and we kind of ask them like, well, what's your local? Do you know your local? If not, we'll kind of circle them back to their sponsor and say, hey, get connected with your sponsor. They might be a better fit for you in regards to what association should you be joining. It is highlighted in yellow. This is the agent's responsibility. I can't do everybody's MLS agents change form on their behalf. I can just kind of cover it and make sure that they're aware of it, okay? But it is the agent's responsibility, okay? Moving on in this checklist, we have the important basics. And again, we cover mostly California. I do run his international onboarding, but a lot of it is California. So we have every information for Northern, Southern, Greater Los Angeles, and the teams all right here for you guys, okay? And then we just have our, hey, once you're active, we use Calendly. So this active agent link right here, this will lead you to our Calendly link where they can book a time and slot with us. Okay, so that's just kind of like our intro. This is like an email in case they're not sure, like, what do I do? We'll send this out. Okay, any questions on this page? Nope. Okay, I'll send this link to Chris too so he can share it. The second thing that we do is once they are fully onboarded and in the system, we take them to Brent's page. And we let them know, hey, this is who Brent is. People think he's part of corporate. We say, no, he's just an agent with the company. He just happens to have a big foothold in agent attraction. So we lead them here and we talk about if they're into agent attraction, we'll show them that link. We also lead them to the media, which will lead to Brent's YouTube channel, which has hours and hours of trainings, all recorded if they want to jump into that. And then also upcoming events. Those are going to be his local events and his global events. We make sure that they're plugged into this. Okay, so that's the Brent Gove page if you don't have it. And then is anybody on here local to NorCal, Frank? Anybody local out here?
Yes,
Yes, okay. For our local agents, you guys know that Brent just opened up a new office here in Roseville. So we are making sure everybody is aware of this. If they're looking for a hub, I'm not a hub, what is it? A fob. If they're looking for a fob, we show them here. We also show them the reservable rooms. This makes a huge difference in regards to agent attraction for our local agents here in NorCal, because we do now have a nice office. We have a room of 18 that you can reserve. We have a room of 4 that you can reserve. We have a room of 10 you can reserve, and a drop-in section and a studio. So Brent really wanted to change the game. As you guys know, Regus is part of EXP, but Regus is very limited. So again, for our local agents, we wanted to provide something a little bit more. So we're making sure that everybody is aware of this. Okay, we also tell them about the model explained if they're into agent attraction. Okay, this is just Brent Gove things. We show them this, we save it. As you guys can see, I have folders up here like EXP. I create a folder for everybody and organize it all so they can come back to it. Okay, so those are just kind of like your onboarding, your transitioning, your active. Here's some Brent Gove things. Once we speak on those things, we then take them to their dashboard, to their Okta or their Passport account. And this dashboard can be overwhelming. So that's why we are here. We are here to clean it up, because if I were to expand everything, you guys see we have lots of tiles. I've kind of cleaned it to vendors, to extras, and I really focus just on the top tiles because that's about their stock information, their agent attraction, their revenue share, their enterprise, the new ChatGPT training. And if it applies, we talk to them about the mentor program. For those of you who are not aware of the mentor program is for the agents who have less than 3 transactions in the past year. They are automatically flagged and they go into the mentor program. If we need to waive somebody out of this, we can. You just have to let me know so we can communicate. There are some requirements. They have had to have closed deals prior. We've just experienced some agents like taking a break and then coming back. We can waive them out of it. Okay, so I'm not going to go into all of these tiles with you guys today. We just don't have time for it, but we do go through all of these with your agents when they onboard. Okay, moving on is the university. This university is done in our follow-up appointment because the first appointment, that hour-long one, is mostly spent on the dashboard. Once we get to that follow-up appointment, then we talk about the EXP world, and then we talk about the university and all of the additional classes that EXP is providing, on top of what Brent Gove website is providing, on top of what your sponsors are providing. There's also EXP training. The newest thing on here is the new winning buyers training. So that's obviously with everything going on. EXP is filtering out how they can support our agents. So that's a recorded training you can watch. Take action is for like that brand new agent, maybe doesn't need to be in the mentor program. Like let's say they've closed 4 deals. And they're not flagged to go in there and they're individual. They may want to take the Take Action course because it is a 30-day, like they give them a checklist for the first 30 days. They give them kind of like a guideline on what they can do, all that good stuff. We show them their live classes. And when we show them their live classes, we take them into the world and show them how to get there, how the avatar works. We do all of that with them. Also on demand. And my favorite is the YouTube channel down there. This is where if you're not attending, please make sure you're attending. I'm going to open it real quick. We do have a live list, and every Friday from 8 to 8:45, EXP has a big agent meeting, which is international. It's everybody. It's every single Friday. This is where mega announcements are being rolled out. It's a place for you guys to connect and collaborate to make sure you're staying connected with EXP themselves. Okay, this is one I always tell agents because this page is great, but it might be overwhelming. If they're like, what can I do like this week? I'm going to tell them, go to the live meeting on Friday so you can at least start being part of the conversation of what's happening. Okay, right. Oh, that's Take Action. Oh, so this is an example, like this is Take Action, the one where I said they have like a layout. So this is like step 1, do this. This is a copy of like that first 30 days. EXP kind of already has it done for them. We take time to go through this. Okay. And then the last thing that's important is workplace. All of you should be utilizing your workplace. We tell them it's a place for us to connect and collaborate, whether it's locally or internationally. And for us, and why my team is here for you guys, we are to be of service. So when you guys have somebody who's onboarding, whether it's individual or a team, you're going to want to let us know, because right here, Liz, this lady right here, she's the exceptions manager. So when we're looking for special agreements to happen, Liz and I have a very good relationship. We've gotten startup fees waived. We've gotten caps waived. We just have to ask, right? The worst thing they can say is no. Sometimes they do ask for a little backup. Like if we're looking for a cap waived, we're going to need a production report. We need to kind of see what they're doing. But since all of you fall into the Brent Gove organization, we kind of have just like a little extra pool. We get nice things. People like to say yes. So you're a part of a really great group. And again, my team is here is to be of service. So please reach out and ask us for help if you need it. This is a free service to you guys. We are here to help support levels 1 through 7 for Brent. And as you can tell, our link has been given out. So multiple people have reached out to us. For me to do this outside of Brent's organization, I charge people $200 for my time because I run the largest onboarding department. So you guys have this for free. So make sure that you guys are putting us as like a little tool in your tool belt. We're here for you guys. And yeah, so that's kind of like a nice brief overview of what we do for our agents and how we can support you guys. I know it's a lot. I will send these links to Chris in case anybody's interested. Or I made this page. If you want to write my phone number down or write my email down, you guys can reach out to me. And yeah, so that's kind of what I'm here for. Do you guys have any questions?
Sophia, I've been involved in EXP for a number of years. I am blown away by what you've done. I'm seriously, I cannot tell you how awesome this is.
Thanks. It is awesome. It's overwhelming though. And I want to speak to that too, because you see this and it's like, whoa, she just said so much. Imagine how your new agent feels if they don't have the help or support. So again, we're here to be of service for you guys. So does anybody else?
If I were you guys, I would take a picture of this, contact us onboarding at Brent Gove with a phone number and keep that in your fabulous 5, because a lot of you don't even know that Sophia does this for you instead of you struggling. Does anybody have any questions for Sophia?
You can also text that number too.
Yeah.
Sophia, what's the best way to have agents contact you? And are you preferring to have the agent that is sponsoring the new agent contact you first? What's the best way to get them enrolled in your services?
It's a great question. So first and foremost, you'll do your application with your agent because again, the agent needs to be ready to come on board. So as soon as you get that application, that ICA or that join app submitted online, you do a 3-way text message or a 3-way email introduction. Again, you can text that phone number. You can say, hey, Sophia, I have Sally Jones. We just completed her application. Can you please help her moving forward with her onboarding experience? My team will then jump into play. We'll reach out to corporate. We'll say, hey, this application's here, expedite it. What state, what region, where are they? And then we get them through. Our goal is to have agents through between 1 to 2 days. Normally it happens in 1 day. The only time there's ever a delay is if there's a revision on the application. And that's just kind of out of our hands. So,
Sophia, can I ask a question?
yes.
Real quick. Leanne, can you hear me? Leanne's on here. So I just was able to bring Leanne on, and I don't do a lot of the onboarding, but it seems like it is very easy now for the agent to follow the instructions and onboard. It's got so much better. Is that true? So, Leanne, you did it yourself. Did you have any problem, or do you need me to hook you up with Sophia? You've been here a week and I didn't hook you up with her. Do you need anything? Or are you just really smart? Which is it, Leanne?
What is it? Or am I just ignoring a lot that I should be plugging into? It could be that. That could totally be the answer. I don't know what I'm missing.
Oh, okay. So maybe Leanne, you should get a hold of Sophia here, because I don't know what. It seemed like it went very smooth with you, but I don't know that you had done it all. So maybe we should just run through things with her to make sure. And
and we always do that. Like if you guys have the self-sufficient agents, Leanne probably saw this checklist EXP does send them like a checklist that they go through. We go through this checklist with them. We cover their Okta, their workplace, their My EXP, their enterprise. We do this just with them. So EXP does have a checklist in place. So I'm glad that you said that, because the self-sufficient agents see it and get plugged in. But even for agents like yourself, Leanne, if you even just want to just like be like, hey, I just want to make sure I have everything. We can create that folder for you and really save like the important links so you're not scattered all over the place. We can do that too.
I
So
love it. Thank
And
you
and
very
you said
much.
emailing you was the best? Emailing you was the best? And
yeah, so there's our so Leanne, you can email me or text me, just say, hey, it's Leanne Bell, and then I'll send you my Calendly link, and then you can select our next available slot. And then it will not, sometimes it's my assistant, guys. I just want to let that be known. I do a lot more teams and brokerage transitions now since we're moving so quickly. Like I have a team of 80 coming over that I'm working with. So you guys may be meeting with my assistant Kahea, who happens to also be my best friend since we were like 10 years old. So you are in very good hands. I've trained her. She does the same exact thing I do. So I just want to let you guys know. So great questions. Any other questions about onboarding?
Yeah, hi, I'm Yolanda. Hi, Sophia. I did speak with Ariel, who helped me on board, and I feel like I need to do it again to
Okay.
get a better understanding of everyone. And I'm also in the mentor program. Michael is my mentor,
Yeah.
but I feel like she did go through it with me, but just your synopsis of what you do was more entailed.
Okay.
So I'm going to be reaching out to you,
Yes.
and I'd like to. I don't know if I can do it because I'm already on board. Can
No,
I?
you can do it. It's totally fine.
Okay.
You guys are in Brent's organization. We're here to help you, whether you're brand new, 5 months in, whatever you may need.
Okay. Okay. Like I said, I saw a lot of the tiles and things like that, but I just feel like I need a better understanding of
Yeah.
all the resources that are out there for me.
That's good. Absolutely. So just text me for you guys on this call. Just text that number, that 572, and I'll just text you right back with the calendar link. I will try to make myself available for you guys specifically since we're already meeting right here. And then I'm not sure who Ariel is. They're not part of my team. Again, my team, it's me and my assistant, and we run Brent's onboarding.
Yeah, I was just getting emails, and I think okay, you're going to help me. So I
Yeah,
reached out
no
to you.
worries. Yeah, just text me. Just say, hey, it's Yolanda. I just got off the call. And I'll text you right back. So.
Awesome. Thank you, Sophia.
You're welcome, Leanne and Yolanda. I look forward to it. Anybody else? Sid, Dre, Sung, Rinder? Any questions? Now's your time to ask. Don't be
I
shy.
want to say, Sophia, you don't know how much I've heard your name and how helpful this was. Like for me to see what you're actually doing, because when we're selling and we're trying to help people,
Mhm.
like your job is very valuable. And now that I actually saw it, one of the best things I've seen. Thank you so much.
Good. Yes, and this was a very quick overview, so I'm sorry if it blew some of your minds. We do slow it down. That's one thing with our agents is we adjust to their to where they're at. Some are really tech savvy, some aren't as tech savvy. So we really slow it down. We take our time, and that's why we do it one-on-one.
Thank you so, Sophia, for doing this because I got Sung Hong, who's on this call. He just joined, and I kind of personally helped him on board. And I can tell right now that you are way better at this.
So Sung, text me, get on my calendar. Text me, please. We'll get him all squared away. It's super important. It may take a little bit of time, but once it's done, it's done. And you have somebody to really explain it to you. So Frank, I don't want to take too much more time. I know you have another speaker, but if anybody else has any questions or anything, just text that number or email that email. And then I'll be here for you guys. Okay.
Sophia,
Thank you,
thank you.
Sophia.
You are the best.
Oh, you're so sweet, Frank.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay.
All right.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, Sophia. Wow.
That
That was worth the price of admission right there.
Good luck, Michael. Good luck of following that, Michael.
I know that's what I was just about to say. Oh, great. Now it's up to me. So
No. Elgin, you want to introduce Michael?
Sure, absolutely. So as I've told people before, sometimes you meet someone and they start off with a business relationship that turns into a friendship, friendship not just of Michael and myself, but of our families. Michael and I were at KW together, and obviously I'm a tad bit older in the business than he is. And I would see Michael in the morning. I would get in. I was known for getting in very early in the morning, I would get in early, but then there was this guy in the back that seemed to always be there before me. And he was already making phone calls. I'm thinking, like, who is this dude? So anyway, long story short, Michael was not unfortunately receiving the support that he needed. And I think his first transaction, he and I wound up doing a transaction together on his first one. And he was very good, very eager. And I had just mentioned to Michael on a whim that Pilar and I were going to EXP. And I was just really being courtesy to him because we were closing up the deal. And then he called me like the next day and he's like, hey, I went and reviewed all this EXP stuff. And, do you mind if I come with you? Of course not. And that has turned into a great partnership. He's a great business partner. He's a great guy on top of everything else. And he gives it his heart and soul. So with all that being said, now you really got something to do, Michael.
Well, thank you, Elgin. Thank you, Frank. Thank you all for being here. Yeah, it has been a journey and a pleasure to get to where I'm at and working with great partners like you, Elgin, Nate, and Frank in the Winner Circle here. Like Elgin said, I've been in the business for about 9 years now. I'm a team leader. I'm also a mentor, as Yolanda mentioned here. I'm an agent that's running my team and working with the agent attraction here. So with all that stuff put together, I'm so happy with all the stuff that Sophia mentioned, because now we have a little bit more organization of what we can do. And the whole thing, the reason I'm able to do so many different jobs and wear so many hats in EXP is because of the structure and the systems that I have put in place. And one of the biggest systems that I have found that has been helpful has been working with the virtual office. Now, that's kind of transitioned through the years. When I first started with EXP about a year in, and I started to do mentorship and I started to do some agent attraction and build a team, EXP, we were using the Virbela, the EXP, the world there. You had to log in on your computer and go into the EXP world. But I was able to get a virtual office there. And with that, there was a fee we had to pay every month to have an office. But in that office, I could come in and we could do trainings. We could have meetings. And one of the big benefits of having a virtual office, as opposed to having just, hey, meet me on Zoom every time, I can set my virtual office up, just like you see the brokers in the broker's office. I can set it up, leave it on in a corner of my computer, and I can be there all day running everything else I have to do. If anybody on my team and my mentees need to come and talk to me, they could pop in on my virtual office, and then I can go over everything. We can set up, have things pre-set up, pre-training set up, just like we saw the systems that Sophia has set up, where here you're going to follow this tab or look at this folder. I can have preset windows. I can have videos set up. I can have tabs and PDFs set up. So when somebody comes to me, I can say, oh, go into this room, click on this tab, go click on this PDF, and you can work your way through it. And I can already go through it. So those are some of the benefits that you're going to get with having a personal office, as well as you now can have clients wherever you're at. Hey, come and meet me in my office. There's a thing I'm going to show you where we can actually do 3D tours, have them set up in our office. So if we have a couple listings and we have tours, we can have people come into our office, talking to us, and then click through. We can share our screen, or they can go themselves, click through, and they can watch, walk through a virtual tour with us as well. I'm going to share my screen. Chris, do I have yes, I do. Perfect. So here I am in the virtual world right now on exp.world.com. If I connect here, but what we all can do now, this is what's really great. What I found is with EXP, now that we switched to the frame, I can get an office myself and build it out. Now I've built office, I call it the Orchard office. And I've just kind of started working with this. And so this is my individual one where you guys can see, but there's things I can have in here. So when you have people coming in, this is great for, I would say, somebody who's building a team and you have a question that you want everybody to do. And maybe you can send out a poll on Google Polls or everything, but you could have something set up in your office with a poll, just like here. So I have this set up. When's the best time to have KV Core training? If people come into my office, they click on it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. If they click on it, boom, it'll tell it. So now I can come by and check the poll and say, everybody, perfect. And I can tell everybody, come into the office, check it out. You're going to find out when we're going to do it. That way I can just navigate. I can have my advertise. Let me see, get out of here. Sorry. I can decorate my office and have information about me up there. Also, in your office, just like Zoom, if you want, you can share a webcam. So if I want to speak to you, I can share my webcam or my screen, and I can click on here and I can select a tab to share. Right there is the EXP tab, entire screen. So you can see now it's going to mirror what's going on here. So I can have a class, share my screen, and have everybody following through while I'm here in the office.
Damn, that's crazy.
Right? So now we can do trainings and teaching. Oh, look at this. Who's speaking today? You can design and decorate and change it. So always, if you have a virtual office, it takes a couple minutes. If you have an assistant, if you take a little time yourself, you can put up postings, take 5 or 10 minutes. For Chris, this would be great. And Frank, if you have an office like this, anybody can just pop into the office and you have the information just like the world, but they can pop in. You can keep it updated for what's going on. Also for trainings, if you want, you can do a whiteboard just like Zoom. So the benefit of this rather than Zoom is even if I'm not there and somebody comes into my office, let's say I'm working with Elgin. Hey, Elgin, if you have somebody come by, you guys can both drop in the office. I'm not there. Now you can jump onto the whiteboard and you can show them something. So it doesn't have to be only the person. You don't have to give, oh, Chris, can I have control of the screen for a second? Now I'm able to go in, use it. Somebody else can use it. And if I'm in my office, I can set up a room. I can say, Elgin, if you want to set up and sit in my office, you can sit in my office. Nate, you can sit in the office there. And now if I'm not there, the person can walk over and talk to Elgin. Now just walk over and talk to Frank. Now just walk over and talk to Nate. So they're able to come over and talk to each one of us if we have our avatar just sitting in there and able to go. Decorated with my family little highlight film of my son. So you can have it personalized. Then just like in the what are they? Sorry. Who are our brokers? Sorry, that for some reason that word broke me. Our broker's office, do you have privacy zones? So you can have privacy zones in here where you're able to come in and anybody in there talk. But you can, again, you can have a training room where you have your webcam. You can put up what's going on. And again, this is what I said with the PDF. So Nate, anybody else who's running a team, if you come in here, you put in a PDF of what a team is, the team structure. You can break it down so that anybody coming in can follow. So you can say, oh yeah, if you want information, come in here, look at this study, there's going to be here. You can put a video, we could put in the Brent Go video on the screen. So anybody who comes in, just like that video right there, can watch our video. Again, we could decorate our office. I working on decorating this one. I've got a big office here, so it's a lot of stuff that can be done. I just added some couches so people can sit down. I could have people come in here, click in here, right? Zoom in. Now I could have more than one person. If I wanted to do an EXP explain, I have more than one person come in. And now I have my avatar coming in and I'm going over the EXP explained slide deck. And I'm able to do this, jump to another screen, go to another one, jump to another screen, go to another one. So all of this stuff is available. They can sit down on the couches, talk about RevShare. When I want to get in a little bit more and talk into my classes, and I can have all my mentees. This is where it's great. And Yolanda, this is where we're going to start coming into is I'm going to have you come into the office and my other mentees. Rather than come into a Zoom, you guys can come in here just like the classes. And I would recommend that everybody here find out and figure out and start to get a virtual office. The reason being is we use Zoom, which is nice, but EXP runs a lot on the virtual office. EXP runs on the frame. And this is where we're going to be able to do this wherever we're at. So you can jump on this on your phone. You can jump on this on your computer. You can jump on your iPad. So if everybody's going to do this, it's part of what EXP does, we can learn on how to do it. You're going to be eventually, and I don't know exactly when, but our clients will be able to come into this and you can have them sit down, sign, and you can go over your documents with them. So now if they have a cell phone, you have a Zoom, you can have them sit down, you can pull up a screen. Now you're going over there because you can put up their contract in a PDF and go over it with them line by line. But here's a little workspace, a little auditorium that I'm going to come in now when I have trainings for my mentees, or if I have weekly meetings, or, you know, if you have virtual meetings that your team's not able to come to, you can do it on Zoom, but you can just as well do it here in the EXP office. Sid, you got a question?
Yeah, you mentioned, I guess, the old version, they charge for this. The new version, do they still charge for this? And how much is it?
This one, there's a free version. I did not pay anything for this. So I just went into there, said, create a frame and started clicking and putting things up, and I have access to it. Oh, the old version was $100 a month. If you paid for it upfront for the year, that gave you a certain amount of rooms and allowed you 100 people in. I believe this one we might get, I don't know if it's 15 or more to start out with. I'd have to double check into what you get as far as what's given. That's on the side here. You have create a frame, your frame settings. There's assets, frames you're mentioning. So when you log into the exp.world, if you click on that, this little kind of hamburger over here on the right, that's where you're going to go in and you can create a frame. And then it's going to be, see, mine just EXP World, the Orchard office. So
Okay,
you-
so basically you created, when you're creating the frame, that's kind of what you use to create your own, in a sense, virtual office.
correct.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. So yeah, so you're able to do all this, and it's so simple. I'm going to leave this room and just go to one of those places on the wall. I mean, you do not have to be in a room like this to have it, but it's so simple when you want to change or add. You see the plus in the garbage can, obviously that's a delete. You just hit plus, you hit image, and you can browse for image. Let's say I wanted to do EXP. It's that simple. Boom, it'll pull up the image. And now I have, that's how easy it is to put something on the wall. You can do the same thing for that streaming screen, the same thing for whatever, what else is there? The poll, a video, an image. So it's easy to decorate. And then if you want to go on top of that, you can do assets, you can put seats, you can also come in here, assets in the frame, and you can add like chairs and models, and like that's how I added those couches. So it's easy to decorate, easy to grow, but really the biggest part of this is that it's easy for you to meet with people. You just come into EXP World, exp.world, and then / the Orchard office hashtag. And now I can share that. Somebody else can come in here and meet with me. And you can see here, I have there, Devontae is a connection I had before, but you can come in, you're able to meet with your people, able to meet with members of your team. I imagine if Sophia was able to start doing something like this, imagine that onboarding stuff that you had or the folders that you had. And if you have a team, if you have a group, you take each one of those tabs, you have a room. This is your onboarding room. And you can come in here, and now I can click here, and it's going to be my EXP website. This is the steps I do here. Now I'll just go to the next tab, and now I just go to the next one, and now I just go to the next one. So that's a huge benefit that we have. And using this office, using the EXP World to get access into it all, and just being able to grow your business slowly is huge. The nice benefit of having a virtual office is we still have access to Regis. We still have access to, I wish I was in Sacramento and I could jump into the Brent Grove office, but we still have access to local offices. But we can expand and grow and just keep adding to this and more. And it's just a nice place to start building your systems. It's a place where we can put things, store things. We can be at and have access to work with our clients and also our other agents that we're working with.
Michael,
Yes.
I'm blown away. I have to tell you, I know that this is where we're all going to, for as much as I'm an old fart, I know that I have to change because EXP is in the cloud and it's virtual, and this is where it's going to go. And you've kind of cracked the code in getting us going. And I really appreciate you for doing that, because we're all going to end up doing this. I know that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, so although I kind of know the answer to this already, but just for everyone else, previously to get into EXP World, we had to have the desktop, and we had to log in, and we had a whole bunch of, we would tend to have issues sometimes with connectivity, dropping people, all of that. So with the new system right now, like if I wanted to log in to the, just because I have the EXP World, to go to the trainings, go to whatever I want to go to, what is my procedure now? Do I have to download and go into the desktop?
No, it is so much. As of November, we've grown. EXP has gone, they call it the EXP World 2.0 or 3.0 now, is that now it is web-based. It's no longer app-based, so now it's web-based. So all you have to do is, just like we came into the Zoom using the winnercircle.live, you're going into exp.world. And it makes it so fast and easy. We're not getting drops. it's so fast. It doesn't take up space on your computer having to download the world, right? And it's quick to access everything. And it's easy to make a jump. And you then, as you said, you can do it from your tablet and you can do it from your phone. So you can have access to this anywhere. So when anybody says, well, do you guys have an office? I usually pick up my phone and say, this is my office. It's right here, because you're carrying your office in your pocket now. So
It's just exp.world. You can do it right on your phone.
exp.world. Yep. You just have to go to a browser, any browser.
It's crazy. Cause I have to tell you, the last system sucked because it
Right.
took forever to download. It kicked me off and I'm trying to sell this to other people and I'm going, oh my goodness. Michael, thank you for this. This is amazing. It really is.
Awesome. Thank you. What I will do, I will, if you guys give me, a day or so, I'm going to post also on the Winner Circle. I will put how to get onto the EXP
Look at
world.
this, Frank.
There you go.
Look at that.
Nate,
I didn't even know that.
I know.
So I will post a video on how to get on your phone. I'll do a screen recording on my phone and post it. I'll do a screen recording on a computer. So you guys will see how to get on both ways. And then very simple. But from there, I will also post on how to get into the California Broker's Office. So if you need to go to any trainings or classes, that's where you're going to go. And also where you would go if you were going to go to the big meeting anywhere else, or how to navigate that. I'll post a little video about that. So you guys will all have that, and I'll post that on the Winner Circle in a day or so.
Anybody have any questions for Michael?
Oh, I can't believe it. Look at this on my phone.
No, just that it's
Nate's having a
extremely,
blast.
Yeah, but you
This
know
is
how
extremely
bad this
easy
used
now.
to be for all
Oh.
you guys that are newer. Oh my gosh. We would try to show people it took 20 minutes to download the world, and we try to talk in circles. Look at this right on my phone. I didn't even know it.
And you're already
You're
in,
in
right?
luck.
Think about this, Nate. You are already in there. And if you hit the go to, you'll be in the broker's office.
I'm
You
in there
wouldn't-
right now.
Even if you did not have the app, I mean, even if you had the app downloaded on your computer, it would not have logged you in at this time yet. You would still be logging in because it would be updating it. Now within 30 seconds, you can be in the broker room.
Yeah, we used to have to log in. You have to log in early to go to one of the meetings. Back when the just used to be desktop.
Remember that?
And you used to have to have a special, if Elgin had an office, he would have to give me a special code to log into his office, and I would have to go into. Now I can be like, oh, I'm going in here. What's the link to your office? Boom. Now I'm in your office. All I need is the link. I don't need an extra 13 steps.
Yeah, that's
Awesome. I love it. I'm looking at it right now. I love it.
Hey, Michael.
Yes, sir.
So just to make sure, naturally, you mentioned that right now we could set up our office, but like if you're, let's say, a client, they would need to create a guest pass. Is that how, or no? But basically, right now we're only EXP agents, I guess you might say.
I
Is that
believe
correct?
it's EXP agents. I know that you can get into a frame, and you can give access to a frame. I will find out more details and let you know about it right now, because I can get anybody in, but they have to be able to have an account to go into the EXP world. Now I know that just a random person in general has to have a guest can come in as a guest, but they try to make it more as a, you're at the EXP because you have a sign on to get into there. But you can sign on as a guest and get it. But I will get you all that information, more details, how to do it if you were gonna have a client.
Can I share a tip with everybody here, like something that we're launching here in Oregon for Frank? Here now. So our state brokerage, what we're doing is we're going to be launching a CE class that's going to be on the world. And as I market it to every real estate broker in the state of Oregon, if they want to join the meeting, I'm going to register them and give them a guest pass
Nice.
to EXP World. So that'll be a good way to get them in and be a great continued marketing piece for them, for me to reach out for recruiting.
That's great, Sid. Awesome, man.
Hey, Michael, is 2 weeks, is a 2-week notice? So, a lot of time for you to, research on how to do this, for another training?
No, I can circle back in 2 weeks. That's
Because we need to get more people on. Today was light. Last week we had double. So this is so good, Michael. So good.
Yeah.
thank you. This is my I guess my little special. I always question and I'm like, oh, what do I do? And I go back and I'm like, oh, I can do this, and everybody's shocked. But this is the stuff that, if you ask me, I can get it done, and I enjoy doing it. So I usually tell everybody, if you need help with it, let me know. Even if it's not dealing with this, if it's technical, let me know, shoot me a text. Don't overwhelm me, but if I can help you out, it's usually I'll send you a quick little video, a YouTube, or I'll be able to find an answer for you pretty quickly and get it done. So I'm available to help you all out and keep you
I'm
going.
Michael's biggest customer.
Michael, thank you. Thank you for your knowledge today. Everybody, thank
Oh,
you for
wait, Frank?
being on. I want to respect your time.
Sure, I'm sorry, before you let everybody go, I just want to remind, for those of you that are local meeting in Southern California, that on the 18th, it's like every third Thursday, we're doing an in-person training. So this Thursday, it's April the 18th. It's from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. There's breakfast served. It's at the IHOP in Valencia. It's myself, Michael, and for those of you that know Steve Korn, is going to be doing some business development stuff. So these are going to be trainings that we're doing in person. We're doing once a month. It does not have to be an EXP agent. So if you know someone maybe that is in the business right now, and maybe they're struggling a little bit, or maybe they're not getting everything that they were hoping to get at the brokerage that they are, feel free to invite them. It is free of cost for you guys. Like, again, breakfast is being served, but I think you guys will get a lot of value out of it. And we've been doing this now for a few months, and we are going to continue it. And we've got some special guests and quite a few things coming up over the next couple of months. So if you can come and you're in the area, make sure that you drop by. Okay.
Thank you, Elgin, for that. Okay, just as I said before the beginning of the call, remember next week, Nate is speaking in Dallas. Chris threw that up. He's going to be on stage with Glenn Sanford. And then the 23rd, we're going to be in Ontario. So make sure you go in and register. It's like $49 to go all day and listen. And then just a reminder, tomorrow on My Tech Tuesday, I've got none other than Debbie Penny as a guest speaker. And this is to get out to your groups because Debbie's I'm just letting her go and talk about the NAR lawsuit, what it means to her, because she's very involved now in all of this. But this is a reminder for tomorrow to get all your people on to hear this. Before I go, Nate, Elgin, what have you got?
I just real quick, I just want to say this was great training. Doing this every week and plugging everybody in is great. Just even seeing Sid, because him and I talk once in a while, but having this every week and just getting to see everybody, it's really important. So make sure you invite people. Make sure you invite somebody to the group. Let's just keep building and growing the value. And we always want to hear from everybody. But you guys couldn't do a better job. Let's just stay consistent, do it every week. I'm super excited about everything that's going on. Michael, you taught me something. I mean, this was great. Now I have a whole new, every time you learn something, it's going to help your career. So always keep learning, man. Thank you, Frank. And I wanted to say thank you to Frank. I'm trying to bring over an agent that sells about $50 million, and she was getting ready to go somewhere else. I called Frank in a panic before this Zoom. He gave me the gentleman's number to call. I called the guy in La Jolla. He got on the phone with that agent, and now I got a meeting Thursday to talk about her coming. So Frank, you saved my bacon. So that's what collaboration, and that's how partners show how they're worth their weight in gold. So thank you, Frank. You made a big play for us there. So I want to thank you for that.
Okay, no problem. Hey, everybody, have a great day. Remember to put on those sunglasses. I'm going to stay inside and watch it on the news so I don't.
Next Monday, too, remember, next Monday, I'll actually be hosting the training, and I'm going to have a nice surprise for you guys next Monday. And for those of you that have been the stuff that I've done or whatever before, know I'm more into quote unquote coaching and training, and people need to make some money. So we're going to talk about making some money next Monday. So for all your broke agent friends, have them come Monday. We're going to talk about how we can do some things to put some money in everybody's pocket. So hope to see you guys. Everybody tell one person, let's blow this thing back up. And it's great to see you guys. Sid, Yolanda, Leanne, it's nice to meet you. Michael, Nate, as always. And I will see you guys next week as well.
Keep rocking, guys.
Yeah.
See you guys.
Support Elgin next week. I will be on another call, but you guys have a great week. Reach out if you need anything. Have a great day.